last year. These are called hip drivers. So with these, you just kind of stand straight and you start to lead with your ear, okay, until you balance yourself, and then you try to catch yourself. So actually push yourself up to the point of when you're going to lose balance and then catch yourself. And you can do these in different directions. You can lead with the head forward, come forward as much as you can, okay. You can even try doing it backwards. But for the most part, we're going from side to side. My heels get off the ground. I'm just going to hang out here and just sort of play around, bring my knees over one over the other, kind of come forward and back, sort of bounce around a little bit, really push my knees forward. If I feel comfortable, I can kind of come down here, do some sort of reverse Nordics, see how the weight feels, come back, try to come back on one foot, on the other, back like this, back, and they can practice coming up like that. Just getting used to that end range of motion, but also just getting used to kind of supporting some weight with your heels off the ground, and this will make all kinds of movements a little bit easier. This one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off here, bounce around, and then sort of catch myself, do a little walk, and pop myself back up. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put my hands a little further away, catch myself, absorb the energy, come back. Okay, and what we're trying to do is we're just getting comfortable falling out a little bit and coming back. Obviously, you want to be doing this on soft ground, grass, something on a field. You don't really want to be doing this on gravel or stone. So you're just getting people used to popping in and out of that balls of foot position. And here, I'm just going to practice getting one side, the other, then seeing how I can sort of pop myself back up, come around here, support one hand, the other, and just, if you fall over, that's okay. Get people used to start rolling. And then from here, how can we get back up, okay, to that position? So we're pushing ourselves back up. So just play around with this. Some people are going to find that movement really challenging like I do. Some people are just going to be able to pop in and out of it. That's fine. Standing position. So first one is just a sitting fall and practice. You're not going to be able to fall forward in this, but you can practice coming off to the side. And you just fall, absorb, push up, try the other direction. Okay. You can just practice these where you're just kind of catching with soft joints and popping yourself back up again. There are other versions. You can start adding a sort of circular movement in. So I kind of lean forward, I come down, I roll back, I flop back up. Good cue to use during this is to get people to think of themselves as rag dolls, or sort of think that they're really drunk, and keeping their body loose and just seeing sort of what positions they fall into. Same on this one, I'm going to kind of come down, flop down, and then I kind of do the circular motion back up again. So that's from sitting position. Can't really fall forward in the sitting position, but in the next one we can go up a little bit higher. So after that, we can do various half kneeling positions. So probably the next one to do before you get up this high is to do like a 90-90 position. So just like when we practice our 90-90s, now we're in this position, which is sometimes called a quarta. So I can practice falling. I'm just sort of a little bit higher. It gives me some more options. I can practice falling forward, coming back up. I can practice falling to the side, coming back up. I can practice falling backwards, coming back up. And obviously I can do the same with the other leg. After you do some of that, you can do a tall kneeling position. This time you can start thinking about falling forward and how you can absorb that energy. After you practice some double kneeling position, then we can start working from balls of feet. Squat position, so down here, now we're a little bit higher. Okay, so you can practice falling like that. You can practice falling sideways. When we practice our sideways falls, we're gonna sort of end up in like a crawl position, something like that. Good to start practicing falling backwards, something like that. You just add a little bit of height. And then once people get used to that, we can practice falling a little bit from standing position. And again, you don't have to be tall like this. You can sort of let yourself crumple. If you think back to what I was saying about being a rag doll, or imagining that you're drunk, you can sort of collapse a little bit and practice falling from different positions. You can even try catching yourself backwards a little bit, like that. Kind of add a little bit of height. This is all part of the extended warm-up. After that, what we can do is we can start doing what are called some balance falls or catch falls. So for this one, it's a lot like we were doing with the ear drivers. You just sort of lean in, okay, and then let yourself fall. You can do the small one where you just lean and let yourself fall, or else if you want to add a little bit more momentum, you can actually do an active step, which will add more momentum to the fall. So I'm going to do an active step here, fall, and just sort of see where you end up.